Hey, what's up everybody? Matthew Gold from Wasting Time Productions, and today I'm going to show you how to make cinematic reels and cinematic TikToks. Let's get to it. Okay, so to do this, obviously we have to be shooting vertically. So what I'm going to do is switch to my phone. You can shoot on your camera, but for what you're going for, an iPhone is still great. So first things first, we want to adjust some settings. What I like to do is set it to 4K. It may be a bit overkill, but it still looks great. If I'm going to be talking like this, I'm going to set it to 24 frames per second, and then I'm going to take the exposure and I'm just going to lower it a little bit. And now that we have our settings down, like any good shot, we want to work on composition. Typically what I like to do is add something in the foreground. Like in my main shot, I have some greenery here and I have some greenery here. And in this shot, I have some greenery here. Now that our shot looks good, let's take it into post. Alright, so we airdropped our footage into Final Cut Pro. This is what it looks like. And once again, like any video, the next step we're gonna do is color correct. Alright, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna add a slight fade first, but then I'm gonna bring it all down just like this. And I find that gives me a little bit more shadow. Next, I'm gonna use this camera matrix tool, which just kind of helps give me more of a natural blue orange tint to everything. And I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna drag our green slightly over. I'm gonna make our yellows a little more red and our blues a little more teal. That's it. As far as color correction, I'm not going too crazy here. So a little before, after. And then finally, I'm gonna add my own titles. Now disclaimer, I'm not exactly sure if that hurts or benefits you as far as both TikTok and Instagram's algorithm, but I'll tell you what, it definitely looks better. I would say try and find a font that works for you that you can use consistently. Lately, I've been using the font Britannia Ligatura. I think it's how we're going. That's what we're going with. And currently, I've been opting to use yellow instead of white or black just because I think it pops more. So we'll call this How to Make Cinematic Reels and TikToks. Now a little trick I like to do to make sure we're not losing that text as it starts getting towards the bottom where it's brighter. I'm just adding a slight graduated mask. Really taking down the opacity. Therefore, it's not affecting the image. It's just making the bottom slightly darker. And then when you're done, you have a video like this. All right, here are 3 ways to make your TikToks and your Reels more cinematic. Number 1, get your settings right. Make sure you're shooting in 24 frames per second. If you want, record at 4K, and then make sure you're exposing correctly. Number 2, craft your image. Make sure you have something in the foreground. Make sure your background looks good. That way it's more visually appealing. And then number 3, when you're doing post-production, you can add a little bit of color correction, and then make sure you're using a nice font. Something that's easy to see, it's easy to read, but it's not obnoxious. And that's how it's done. I hope you learned something here today. If you liked this video and you want to see more like it, you know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment what else you want to see. I'd be happy to do it. I thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day, and as always, keep creating.